The political bugle has started in the largest democracy of the world. The Election Commission of India announced the date for the Lok Sabha polls. The polls will be held in phases from the 19th of April on 543 seats. Meanwhile, all the political parties are all set for the biggest battle to cross the halfway mark. At one side, BJP has set the slogan Abki baar 400 paar, and Prime Minister Modi is on a trail of campaigns and rallies across the country. Another side, the India Alliance set the stage for a showdown in Mumbai. Rahul Gandhi concluded his yatra in Mumbai and many bigwigs of the alliance participated in it. Meanwhile, many alliances have broken because of the seat-sharing issues and many have managed to seal the deal. Many leaders have jumped the ship as well. And of course, it all comes down to the point what the junta wants, what is their issue, and what are they going to vote on. Let's take a look at what the junta feels today in Telangana. We, in fact, are also going to be speaking to some voices. I'll be introducing them momentarily. But right now, as is customary, I'm going to go to the big screen and show you what do the people of Telangana feel, what do they want, how have they responded to this poll that we have invoked. Of course, what is your biggest issue in the Lok Sabha election? All right, the number one issue for most states that we have been doing on Statistically Speaking has been the matter of unemployment. Rozgar nahi hai. Berozgari is the main issue that most people are concerned about. And incidentally, this also happens to be a big plank that the opposition has also targeted the central government on. All right, moving on. On what basis will you cast your vote in the Lok Sabha election? The party, of course. This is very, very different from Telangana, as in a number of states, the issue of work was something that garnered the most traction. But in Telangana, it's the party that matters. That really tells you a lot about the psyche of the voter in the state of Telangana. The candidate obviously matters. The work done is getting 27.38% of the credence, if we can call it, by the people who will be voting in Telangana very, very soon. Moving on, how has Narendra Modi performed as the Prime Minister? Even in these figures, the Prime Minister in Telangana notably gets a lesser score as compared to Chhattisgarh or Uttar Pradesh or some of the other states that we have done in the past. 48.34% of the people feel that he's done a very good job. 25.95% of the people feel that it is a good job that the Prime Minister has done. 21.32% of the people feel that his role as the Prime Minister is not more than average. And that's exactly what the people of Telangana feel. Moving on. How will the Modi factor work in the Lok Sabha elections? Yet again, in Telangana, people feel it's the Modi factor that's going to get the votes. It's the Modi factor that's going to, in fact, drive all the excitement for the voter to come out there and vote for the BJP in Telangana, which is, of course, a Congress state at this point in time. 15.9.2%, 95% of the people feel that the Modi factor is going to be ineffective, but let's ignore that, because if you see, look at this big chart over here, it's 51.13% of the people who are very, very happy and elated about the fact that the Prime Minister's role in this election is the one that is most defined. Moving on. We will in fact also be talking about who do you think will form the government in 2024? Well, in Telangana, a whopping 65.22% of the people have already decided that it's going to be the NDA alliance. The India alliance perhaps is getting the maximum amount of positivity in Telangana, as 27.8% of the people feel that it is going to be this alliance which is going to form the government in 2024. But all right, well, we'll also in fact try and figure out that why do we have these different numbers in Telangana as compared to some of the other states that we've been covering so far. We're going to be speaking to some voices who are going to lend us their expertise and their perspective on this matter. Mr. Deepak Kumar, BJP leader, is with us on the program. Dr. Girija Shetkar, Congress spokesperson, also joins us on the show. Rajalakshmi Joshi, senior political analyst, with us on the program as well. Ashutosh Sharma, political analyst, also with us on the show. Dr. Syed Asad Abbas, senior political analyst, also joins us on the program. Last but by no means the least, Advocate Manasvi Thapar, political analyst, with us on the program as well. Thank you everyone for being a part of this conversation. Dr. Abbas, I'll begin with you. What did you make of what the people of Telangana feel? Although in the assembly elections, they have decided to go for the other side of the aisle. But when it comes to central election, everybody knows this. This is basically textbook stuff that people have a different pathology. When they want to see somebody at the center, they choose differently. When they want to see somebody in the state, they will be choosing differently. What do you think, or rather, what do you make out of this poll that we have just narrated to you in detail on how the NDA is going to do in Telangana? And let's not forget that there is a caveat to this question as well, Dr. Abbas, because traditionally it is believed that the BJP has not been able to cement its roots in South India. But according to this poll, it seems things have changed or are changing, Dr. Abbas.
Well, Vineet sir, when you do the most common things in life in the most uncommon way, you command the attention of the world. These were the words of George Washington. And I must say, your survey has beautifully brought about this factor. Also, Vineet sir, you're absolutely right on the front that the Bharatiya Janata Party or the NDA, whole likely, hasn't made such a significant part here in the southern states of India. But also, you mentioned about the bipolarity of states. Absolutely. Like Telangana, so is Delhi, which votes for an Arvind Kejriwal when it comes to Vidhan Sabha Assembly. But the same Delhi, Dilwalon ki Delhi, which is also Dimag Walon ki Delhi, votes for a Modi. All 7 seats at the Lok Sabha votes for a Modi in the Lok Sabha elections. Now coming to this, interestingly, when you look at the southern states, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, also Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu, not in a single state do we see a sitting chief minister of Bharatiya Janata Party or, as a matter of fact, their governance. This shows a diverse front, which is the Bharatiya Janata Party's strong fort being the Hindi heartland. Coming further south, they are not very strong regionally wise. Because in Karnataka, Telangana, it's the Congress rule. And the other regional states in Tamil Nadu, Pinari Vijayan in Kerala, DMK in Tamil Nadu, and of course, YSR CP in Andhra. Coming to Telangana, undoubtedly, sir, unemployment is the issue. Since we do have a representation, a leader from the Bharatiya Janata Party, I'd definitely ask him and hold him to account for the 2 crore jobs. Over the last 10 years that the Bharatiya Janata Party has been in power, I'd love to know his accountability for 20 crore jobs. I, as a youth of this country, would like to ask him for the same. And your survey, Vineet Saab, is absolutely right. Unemployment is a big factor, a big issue, as a matter of fact, in Telangana and the other states of India where BJP is present and they have the governance. Also, as a matter of fact, yes, undoubtedly, the writing is on the wall. The Bharatiya Janata Party, the National Democratic Alliance, is looking good. So far, so good. They are in certain majority and they are looking good, and the 400 par is sounding good. But there is a distance between reality and mere figures. We need to understand that there lies an undercurrent with the India alliance. It could not be significant number as with the BJP. We also need to understand the BJP is fantastic when it comes to stage management.
But Dr. Abbas, right now, right now, we don't even have a opposition. You know, it's not a very credible opposition, just in sheer numbers. Do you think that that is perhaps going to change this time around? Because so far for the past 10 years, the BJP has had its way in both the houses.
Certainly, undoubtedly. Like I told earlier on your show, Vineet Saab, BJP today has become an election-winning machinery. 24/7, they have a juggernaut to win election. More in governance, I would say they are in election-running mode. That is the truth today. I would also say, as a critique of the
but Dr. Abbas, you said jumlebazi, you said promises not fulfilled. You know,
yes,
MK Stalin put out a manifesto in which he is promising that he's going to give statehood to Puducherry. He's going to get rid of NEET and, you know, some other ridiculous promises that he's made to the people. So, you know, this is not only related to the Bharatiya Janata Party.
On a lighter note,
Politics is about Kathani and Karni, right? But when it comes to both, the BJP definitely comes close as compared to some of its counterparts.
Vineet sir, I would certainly second you that. Definitely, there is a big difference between what they say and what they do. And though being a supporter of India Alliance, I would certainly say that Mr. Stalin comes only second to the one and only Modi in Jumlebazi. Going off with need, giving statehood to Puducherry. I think that's a far too far-stretched, distant dream to come through. But nevertheless, this is the national elections. This is the mother of democracy. This is something which we Indians look forward to every 5 years. So this is going to be a cracker of an election. We are certainly looking forward to it. And of course, I certainly would want to see NewsX's survey and the elections, the prediction polls, and you as an anchor coming to a flying start, Vineet Malhotra Saab.
Thank you, Dr. Abbas. Appreciate your candor. Deepak Kumar, BJP leader, with us on the broadcast as well. Deepak Kumar ji, I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear. Please let me know.
All right.
Hello.
Well,
yeah.
the people of Telangana may have a different approach when it comes to selecting their chief minister. But going by the poll that we have just shown you and our viewers, it seems that the NDA is set to come back.
See, definitely NDA is going to cross 400 mark this time. And alone Bharatiya Janata Party would cross 370 mark this time. And now, as Syed Asad Abbas was telling about a few factors, that in Telangana Bharatiya Janata Party is not available and has not formed government. Yes, we do accept that point, but the brother Abbas has to understand, earlier Karnataka belongs to South Indian state, and in South India, in Karnataka, we had government, a full term of government. He has to understand that. And even in the last general elections, we had good number of seats, both in Telangana as well as in Karnataka. And if you come to the point of, if Abbas feels that Bharatiya Janata Party has no role or Bharatiya Janata Party is not available in the southern states, I would just remind him that in 2018, we had 15% of vote share and we got 4 MP seats out of 17 MP seats in Telangana. And this time, one has to know that alone in Telangana elections, we have got nearly about 16% of vote share, having 8 MLA seats, and we have lost nearly 20 MLA seats in Telangana with a mere margin of 1,000 to 3,000 votes. So this shows the strength of Bharatiya Janata Party in southern states, especially in Telangana. As I can tell, like the NewsX is specially focusing on Telangana for this coming election, shows the impact of Bharatiya Janata Party in Telangana. In Telangana, Bharatiya Janata Party is very strong, and this time the fight is between Bharatiya Janata Party and rest all. That is Congress, BRS and ML. All these three unitedly coming as a front, but they are showing to the public they are different parties, but the people here are clear about it, that all these political parties are together fighting along with Bharatiya Janata Party. And this time, the people of Telangana have clearly taken a decision, especially the youth, the women, and the senior voters, that Bharatiya Janata Party should be given vote, taking the accountability of Prime Minister Modi ji's work for Telangana, for the development of Telangana and for the development of India. As Abbas was mentioning one such question about the employment, I would definitely tell a few points on that. See, one has to know that for Jal Jeevan Mission, which the central government has taken up to give water connections to each and every house in northern states as well as to northeastern states, even a few states of South India. For this, the central government has given an expenditure of 80,000 crore rupees last year, and for the coming financial year, we are spending an amount of 1 lakh crore rupees. See, when we are spending such an amount, one has to know this is not going into the pockets of government. The government is spending, and in the meantime, while we are spending, there are many contractors, there are many subcontractors. Under the subcontractors, there are quite many unemployed youth who are looking for the employment, are being given employment. Here
All right.
the transport,
Just
here
a
the
10-second
transport.
counter to Mr. Kumar.
Yeah, okay.
10-second counter.
Yeah,
Mr. Deepak Kumar has made a very fantastic point. He showed the strength of BJP in Telangana. Yes, sir, you're absolutely right. You had a very good, significant numbers in the Lok Sabha election. But again, coming to Karnataka also, sir, you had 25 out of 28 Lok Sabha seats. That's also a big win. But coming to the point, sir, where you mentioned that your leaders did the full term, no, sir. Neither Yediyurappa nor Basavaraj Bommai in the last 10 years were not able to complete their full term. And you did not get a full majority mandate.
Okay,
Congress
let's bring in Advocate Manasvi
Yeah,
Thapar into this conversation.
Once
again, Mr. Kumar, let's get in Advocate Manasvi Thapar into this as well. Manasvi, are you there with us?
Yeah, I'm there.
All right. Well, you know, the asla or the ammunition that the opposition has been using against the BJP is that, you know, their numbers don't count for nothing when it comes to South India. But, you know, if you look at the polls and the analysis and the assessment that we have done, it seems that the BJP is perhaps being undermined.
100%. I feel this 400 mark which they have kept, that they're going to aim for 400. They have to garner the vote share and the seats from the southern part of this country, and they're betting heavily on Karnataka, Telangana, and the kind of work they have done in terms of putting. If we go back to the assembly election of 2023 of Telangana, they had fielded around 111 candidates during that time, and that shows that they wanted to fight election properly, and they got around 15% vote share. While when it comes to Lok Sabha, obviously the country has made it very clear we are going to go for the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's face when it comes to the Lok Sabha election. Regional election, we would go wherever we feel the local candidate or the local party or BJP or Congress, whichever puts a local dynamics in front. So that is why it is won there. And when it comes to the BJP's narrative of projecting Prime Minister as a massive leader, it also works for BJP in Telangana. So this is a very right strategy, and this is going to be a BJP election, obviously, which I have said it in the previous debates also. It's a BJP election, and the fight is against Prime Minister, and that is without any logical that what is the parallel to the Viksit Bharat mission? What is your parallel to the vision of the Prime Minister? So that vision is somehow not very structured of the India Alliance. That output, that communication is not very structured. Telangana has turned out to be a Congress bastion, there is no doubt about it. But we cannot undermine the BJP's role in the Lok Sabha election of 2024, specifically for Telangana. And the outreach is very much there. It is not like a third party which is going to fight on it. They are trying to garner votes of the left of the BRS. So their major target in the Telangana region is the BRS. So they know the Congress vote share is intact. So the loose vote share is going to be of the BRS. So they are heavily welcoming all those Ayaram, Gayaram from the BRS to BJP. That's one strategy part of it. And the communication part is also very much to the point that the fight is not going to be easy for Congress. The election in Telangana specifically for the Lok Sabha is going to be BJP and Congress in Telangana. And the edge BJP is going to have or Congress is going to have in Telangana region, it cannot be said as of now. But the fight is very much there. The fight is equally there. The loss of BRS is going to be given to BJP for sure. There's no doubt about it.
Okay, let's also rope in Ashutosh Sharma with us. Ashutosh?
Yeah.
Well,
Can you hear me?
All right. Like you heard, it's the BJP's elections, and all it will do is serve as some sort of a analytical algorithm which will only go on to cement BJP's preference by the people of India.
Well, like my friend Manasvi just made it very clear, it's going to be fight with the BJP versus the Congress, and they are going to garner vote from the VRS. So the thing is, this Congress party has not made a big impact So for the election is concerned, the campaigning, and the Prime Minister of BJP, Modi, he is doing rigorously campaigning for the party. So whosoever is going to vote, they are not going to vote to individual candidate. They are going to vote only to the Prime Minister. And Prime Minister is doing his best, and he has made several offers to Telangana in the recent past. He has made a big offer. BJP is trying its best, but what I feel is it's not very easy path for the BJP to make a poll in the Telangana election. They have to work very, very hard, and what they couldn't do in the previous year, what they are going to do in next 5-6 weeks, that is to be seen. But as we all see, the politics in Telangana, the regional leaders, they have a hold on the voters, and they are trying to keep BJP away from that. A lot of things are going to change in the coming few weeks, and at this point of time, it is very difficult to predict the BJP. They are hoping that they are going to cross the 400 marks. Well, Prime Minister is doing very hard work to garner 400 plus seats for the parliament, and for that, other members of the BJP, those who are getting seat and those who will not get seat, that's also going to be a very important factor in the coming elections. Because sometimes the insiders, they started working against the party. So BJP has to be very, very careful. The strategies, they are going as per their strategy.
So are you actually suggesting that it's not a predictable election, sir?
It is not at this moment. For anyone to predict who's going to take is very, very difficult task.
Let's get a response. Let's get a response from somebody who might differ with you. Rajalakshmi Joshi, do you think this is not a predictable?
Everybody is claiming.
Right.
BJP is making their own claim. Congress is doing their own claim. And other regional parties, they are making own claim. But what I feel, to make a dent in the regional parties is a very, very tough task. And the people have to work very,
so
very hard.
Are you saying we could be in for a shock also?
Well, everything is possible. This is politics.
So you're saying Rahul Gandhi could be Prime Minister?
Well,
in this year,
idea is not bad if you are projecting him as a Prime Minister.
Okay.
All right. Nobody can stop.
All right. Rajalakshmi Joshi, how do you respond to this?
He's very ambitious.
Right,
Rahul
absolutely.
Gandhi is a very ambitious person.
No, ambition doesn't really matter. Capability matters.
Yeah.
I think it's not ambition.
Yeah,
even I want to be even I want to be Prime Minister, but I'm not sure if I'm capable enough. Yeah, but nevertheless, sir.
Well,
let me. Okay, hold on, sir. You've had your turn. Let me get a response from Rajalakshmi Joshi as well. Rajalakshmi Joshi, how do you respond to this? Anything can happen. This hubris, this overconfidence by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Do you think it's unfounded, or do you think there is data, there are feelers, there is premonition, and there is, of course, the history from 2014 and 19 to back that up?
Good evening, Vineet. And if there is one thing that I can say with absolute certainty, it is that the BJP has never taken any seat for granted. They have never taken any elections for granted. So I am not seeing this as a case of overconfidence on the part of the BJP at all. So this, even when the BJP wins any election, they still look at the seats that they have lost and how to recover them in the next election. So that is the approach of the BJP. And that is the reason why the BJP, even though the others call it an election machine.
Do you think anything is possible, Rajalakshmi? Do you think Rahul Gandhi can become Prime Minister?
No, absolutely not, Vineet.
Why not?
Because,
why not? Why not?
Why not? I want you to tell me why not.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, apart from the absolute mathematics of it, okay, like if you add up all the numbers and where exactly are the seats from where this alliance that Mr. Rahul Gandhi, in fact, he is not able to even gather up all the alliance partners completely. So if you see today, one of his alliance partners have come up with a manifesto on their own without even consulting the Congress. which is the one who is actually going to be contesting the most number of seats. So they should be having some common minimum program. So it starts from the very start, that what is the common minimum program, what is the ideology of this alliance, this Indie alliance. So it starts from there. After that, they're still, even till now, they are still stuck in the seat sharing kind of a dilemma. And after that, they don't have proper candidates, even their strongest candidates. Just look at it. The people who you say are going to be running for PM, he doesn't know if he can actually contest from Amethi or not, which is supposed to be one of his safest seats. So, if he has to go back on Wayanadu, where again there is this tiff between the alliance partner there. They are up in arms against him, saying that you should not be contesting from here. So just imagine that there is going to be a huge tiff there over his so-called safe seat of Wayanadu. So there also, saving his own seat is going to be difficult. Forget about
See the huge confidence in Rahul Gandhi.
that is a whole
Let her finish, sir.
second.
I'll come back to you. Let's also take a reaction to what you have said from Dr. Girija Shetkar, who's been waiting patiently for everyone to finish speaking. Dr. Girija Shetkar, if you're there with us.
Yeah, I heard everybody's narrative and I think have something to say to each one of you. Firstly, obviously, the employment issue is the huge factor here in Telangana. That's why the BRS government, which repeatedly failed in the last 10 years to provide any employment to the youth for a separate state, and having repeated cancellation of the exams here, it was defeated badly. So it is a major issue here, the unemployment, and also the inflation is really high. Now, I want to say something to Deepak Kumar, who is, the BJP has lost 64 places, it has lost the deposit here. The number of seats that the Congress won and made a government. So when they're saying they just lost, they just got 8 MLAs and the percentage of vote share is even till today just 14%.
No, you should
It's
rectify
only
this
14%
thing.
of
You
increased
need to
vote
rectify
share.
this.
On
It's
this.
not 64 that we have lost the
have
deposits.
lost
You need to
before.
rectify this. No. This is the
You can
wrong
rectify it
narrative
later.
that you're trying to belay.
You can rectify it later, Mr.
Sir, let her
we can
finish.
also-
Sir, let her
Anyways,
finish.
please.
She did not interrupt
Yeah.
you, sir. Let her
No,
finish.
exactly my
Please,
point.
sorry.
And also, they just got 14% of vote share, and now they expect to win the MP seats. They don't have any ground work here. The Congress has increased its vote share to 10% from the last general elections, and it has the high chances to at least, today we are confident of winning at least 10 MP seats, and our target is to at least reach 13 MP seats. And the BJP is nowhere in the ground because it has done nothing for the people of Telangana, and they want to win with the Modi factor. That's why Telangana usually, if you see the last 2 general elections, it is in the phase 1. Now Telangana and the Andhra shifted to phase 4. They think this Modi factor can play some role and they'll have some time, given that the BRS government is not in the power, and they think there are only migrant voters. They are betting on their 15% and the migration of the BRS votes, because BRS is not going to be in competition. The people here have thrown it away. It's just betting on that. It has nothing here to offer the people of Telangana, and obviously the polarization here, given the other day they are celebrating the Liberation Day and all that, we are very much happy about it. And people here don't feel polarized about these topics. But the main issues of unemployment and rising price issues, all these are not addressed by the Modi government. So,
Okay.
and
All right.
so I
Okay.
don't see how they're going to win any things. And they have just won 8 MLAs. And you're saying they can win 8
Well,
MPs.
this is the Lok Sabha elections, Dr. Girija
Yeah, it is
Shetkar.
Lok Sabha elections. So
We,
last
are,
time
we already established at the beginning of this show that the pathology, the
the
mindset,
pathology-
the
yeah.
outlook for both these elections is very, very different.
Exactly. So last time, if you consider the last general elections also, the vote of BJP vote share is just 15%. And even in the state elections, it has not improved, not more than 5%. And you're expecting at least for a person to win, it should be above 35 or 33, which is not going to happen in Telangana.
Okay. All right. Mr. Kumar,
Right.
Mr. Kumar, it's not going to happen in
Yeah.
Telangana?
See, like Girija Garu is telling something about the last time and this time. Let me clarify something. Girija Garu, you have to understand, last time Congress party has got 3 Lok Sabha seats. Please explain what magic you would do that you would get 10 or 12 plus seats.
Yeah, what magic?
Let me complete.
There is an increase
I've not done yet. I've not done yet. Now coming to the point,
Okay.
she told that after the assembly elections, we have not got even 5% of vote increase in 5% of the vote share. Let me clarify. In 2018, we got 6% of the vote share in Lok Sabha, in General Assembly, Telangana Assembly elections, and in the Lok Sabha election, we got 15.6% of vote share.
Your
Okay. Now this time, let me complete.
Dr. Girija, let her finish. Dr. Girija, all right. Dr. Girija, come on. You just objected to him. Dr. Girija, you just objected to him interrupting you, and now you're doing the same. Let him finish.
No, because he's asking
6% to 13% is increase of not even 5% as per you, Girija Garu. So
Yes.
you have to understand. Yes. Okay.
Yes,
Right.
because
Now,
it's not
you please let me know.
7% to 13%, 5%, probably you have to learn some math.
2018 to 2023 Telangana elections, the Congress party have not even won even a single election. They have lost deposit every place, and in a very repetitive election of Munugodu and even the Itala Rajendra election, they got 2,000 or 3,000 votes, not more than that. So how do you see this? You did not get even a single vote, or you did not get even single elections won during the entire 2018 to 2023. It was mere fluke that you people have come into power. Only the anti-incumbency was created by the Bharatiya Janata Party. The atrocities, the corruption charges, the corruption that was going on in Telangana, the unemployment price was been taken into the public by the Bharatiya Janata Party. Because of few factors, Congress party has come into power, nothing and that. Now you please let me know, how could you claim that you are going from three MPs, how do you tell that you are going to get 10 plus or 12 plus? Yes, I would tell.
Okay, all right. Let me get a all right. Let me get a response from Manasvi on this as well. Manasvi, all right. Dr. Abbas, I'll come to you. Manasvi, okay, Manasvi is not there with us. Dr. Abbas, saw your hand go up. Go on.
Yes, Vineet.
Well, it's very interesting.
Okay, just 1 second, Dr. Abbas. I believe Manasvi has to leave. Just give me a second. I'll come back to you, Manasvi.
Sure.
We don't have a crystal ball. We don't have a crystal ball in front of us, Manasvi. But the fact of the matter is that political fortunes can change, without notification. They can change without any kind of, a strategic input by pundits. The fact of the matter is that we all know in our guts who will win where. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
See, this is not that time. This is not the time and age specifically wherein political fortunes can be changed in a midnight. Why? Because nowadays elections are very minutely planned, fought, and then the result comes. So it's a 24/7 election mode by the political parties. Heavily invested in the election mode are the political parties, be it social media, every day with multiple channels all on ground. There is every day penetration with the voters, communication with the voter. So there is some kind of engagement every day. So that wave suddenly comes up, or tsunami suddenly comes up, which will change the course of the election, is not going to happen in today's age and time, because everything is very much in advance planned, be it by the Congress or by the BJP. It is well in advance planned. So as per the planning and the maturity of the voters and also of the politicians, I don't feel that the fortunes of Congress party is going to rise, or India Alliance is going to rise in this election specifically. Not that I would say that BJP has done everything great. BJP has given a lot of things on platter to the opposition to counter it, but somehow the opposition, the India Alliance, have missed it in terms of communicating it to the people on ground. So that is something which, in terms of giving a parallel narrative of what is going to be the politics of 2024 vis-a-vis the Prime Minister's Narendra Modi's vision, if I would recollect, during the time of Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, Narendra Modi ji, when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, he had created a parallel Lal Killa during the 15 August Independence Day. So he had given a parallel speech after Manmohan Singh ji. So that is the kind of narrative setting he had done in the past. So, and while we are here in 2024, so that narrative setting, if you want to keep Rahul Gandhi as on the front foot, if he's going to be the Prime Minister, that narrative acceptability of Rahul Gandhi as the Prime Minister is still not very much there, which should have been there, which could have been there. The kind of work which he has done, be it with the yatra, be it with the communication, coming up with the t-shirt, the changing the narrative of the political clothes wearing, everything. Politics is all about narrative and setting the perception right. So he has been doing it, but somehow that connection is not there with the voters. So the voters don't believe that as of now he would be the Prime Minister of this country. So that is something which is not matching up with the narrative of the Congress. Otherwise, BJP with the kinds of Chandigarh election rigging, with the kind of electoral bonds issue coming up, with the kind of farm laws which they have done in the past, so the narrative of BJP is not very well. Had it been the case, if Congress would have been in power, BJP would have gone left, right and center against Congress on these issues. But somehow that kind of magical hard work of the opposition to turn this election into a victorious one for them, or aligning all the alliances together with the common minimum program, with, as Raj Lakshmi said, that common minimum program or a common manifesto, that common willingness is not there. And that is also not there because the seed to fight this election is to remove Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And that particular seed is not going to win you election. That particular seed will only keep your alliance intact. The seed to win an election has to be a parallel narrative, that this is his narrative of India of 2024. This is India Alliance's vision of 2024.
But that is what not clear. That is exactly what is not clear, Dr. Abbas.
Yeah.
You know what, the manifesto came out, it seems to be a carbon copy, worded differently, paraphrasing what the BJP is already doing. They've
Vinit,
spoken
taking
about.
your permission to leave, Vinit.
Thank you.
I couldn't agree more with my
and
dear
you know, that's
friend Manasvi,
exactly, I've
and
said
I was
this
happy
before.
to yield my
Dr.
time
Abbas,
for-
I've said this before as well. You know, even when Rahul Gandhi has to come out, he has to speak, he has to give hardcore data to impress people. I've never seen Rahul Gandhi, quote the NCRB or the NSSO and, actually give details about what's really going on in the country. How difficult is that? Somebody in the 5th grade can do it.
Absolutely, sir. But I really wish Rahul Gandhi had better people to advise him, like you, me, and Raj Lakshmi ji, our dear friend. But the fact of the matter
Raja Lakshmi is up for the job. Raja Lakshmi is up for the job.
I'm sure Raj Lakshmi ji would do a great job on that front. And of course, Vinit sir, he could have quoted and he could have raised the issue during his Bharat Jodo Yatra, Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra, with not just the NCRB reports or the NSSO reports, but also Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. What BJP did with that and the way they handled. Wrestlers had to come to the road, protest. Sakshi Malik had to give up her wrestling shoe and so on and so forth. Not just that, the crimes against women which are taking place. There could be so many issues.
But Dr. Abbas, how
which
about dropping those member of parliaments who in fact indulged in hate speeches? Isn't that commendable?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, when Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur wasn't given a ticket, the lady who said that Nathuram Godse, the killer of Mahatma Gandhi, to be a Deshbhakt, to be a patriot, I think it's rightful in the part of Bharatiya Janata Party. They've taken the action at the right time. And I'm very glad they did that. Not just them, Vinit Saab. I can quickly tell you that in the year 2018, I was Karnataka's youngest MLA candidate. And I can tell you, when I saw the affidavit in the filing of the nomination of the MLAs, almost 50 to 60% have serious cases against them. A question to all the political parties, be it BJP, Congress, or otherwise, not to give these election tickets, be it MLA or the MP, Vidhan Sabha or the Lok Sabha, to those who have crimes against women, and especially serious crimes. That is one point. Also, my good friends of the BJP, Deepak Kumar ji, and from Congress, Girija ji, made a very fine point about the vote percentage and their percentage share. That is, as a psephologist myself, as political analyst, I can say it is important, no doubt, to graft your way up. But also, Deepak Kumar ji and Girija ji need to remember that here in Karnataka, the Bharatiya Janata Party got the same vote share as they did in the last elections. Still, they lost. Mere vote percentage is not enough. on that particular constituency, pitting the best winnable candidate against the political party that comes into the fray. Many a times we've seen these surprises where there have been parties like even a Congress party had subsequently a good vote percentage. But how many seats did they give in the Lok Sabha? Last year, 44 and then 50 odd. That is not going to help them. Therefore, they need to strive harder to have a winnability equation as per constituency wise. And of course, now the factors are array. Why BJP wins, you might ask me, Vineet Saab. The fact BJP wins because they have the hunger. They have the hunger to win. The election mandate means the most to them. 24/7 they are on the go, which the India Alliance partners need to understand. BJP could have its own divisions among the party leaders. Like here in my state of Karnataka, there's a huge division between Ishwarappa gang to Yediyurappa gang and so on and so forth. Likewise in Telangana and other states. But when it comes to the national elections, one word hails supreme, and which is Modi ji's words. That way the party is kept intact together. All the strategies on the go. Then media, publications, PR, strategies, communications, all on the ground. Not just that, sir. You should see the scientific way at which they work on every single booth. I think the Congress party largely needs to learn this from BJP. There is a beautiful saying, Vineet Saab, if you can't do well, then copy well.
Okay.
On a lighter note.
Okay,
That
all right.
if the
Okay,
India
all
Alliance
right.
partners
Mr.
are able
Sharma,
to do
Mr. Sharma, even Oprah Winfrey said that opportunity, success is opportunity meeting preparation. This is an opportunity
Yes.
that has come after 5 years. Do you think that the Congress
Well-
party is well prepared?
Well, Congress party through Rahul Gandhi tried to, he made a Bharat Jodo Yatra. First of all, I'd like to ask Rahul Gandhi, where is Bharat divided? Bharat has been united ever since its existence. So he failed in his mission. He traveled extensively. He said 150 days he's starting his journey from south to north, but he failed miserably in his mission. But hoping against the hope, he's still thinking to be the winner in the coming election. Hard job. He doesn't know whether he's going to contest from the Kerala or from UP seat. That's why he's contesting on 2 seats. But Dil Behlane ko ye khayal acha, he's making fool of him to make an impact in Indian politics. I don't know about his advisors. What kind of advisors is he having? If they want to win, Congress want to come. If they want to keep on floating in Indian politics, forget about the coming into power. If they want to maintain their existence, the oldest party of the country, which is 138 years old, now they are striving hard for the existence. They have to work very, very hard. Like Abbas had recently said about the BJP strategy, they work under a strategy and there is only one leader, and the order of the leader is obeyed by all of them. And they try to rectify their mistakes, what they did in the previous election. This time they rectify and they're coming in as per the strategic plan. Like India, the opposition parties, which they say they are together for the election, they haven't come out with any agenda. What is their plan? If they come into power, what will be the agenda? What plan do they have for the country? And who is going to be the Prime Minister? These are the few challenging tasks before these parties, including Congress is also part of that. Everybody is seeing himself or herself to be the next future Prime Minister of the country, which is again a tough task. I would think that all the parties, they have made several meetings to say that we are united, India group of 28 parties.
Okay.
But sometimes one party left on one pretext or another, sometimes another party left. They were never united and they are not united.
Vineet Saab, I just want to complete.
Yeah, no, just one second. Just 1 second. I want to go to Dr. Girija Shetkar. I'll come to you. Dr. Abbas, I'll come to you. Dr. Girija Shetkar, you mentioned, you pulled out numbers about how badly, the Bharatiya Janata Party has done in Telangana. Let me tell you that in 2009, the BJP won 1 seat in West Bengal. In 2014, they won 2. In 2019, they had 18. In 1984, they had 2 Lok Sabha seats. And of course, the rest is, as they say, is history. All I'm trying to say, the point is, we cannot undermine any party, no matter what.
Yes. A lot of things are going to change.
That question is for Dr. Girija Shetkar.
Yeah.
Please.
So you're talking about Bengal and all different states. I'm here from Telangana and have history of political family.
No, I am just giving you an example. I'm not talking about Telangana. I'm giving you an example based on the numbers that you gave.
But I can talk about how Telangana people are going to vote because I know the political.
I'm saying that can change.
Yeah, like India shining moment. The BJP also can have another India shining movement where it can just massively fail this active campaign and propaganda which they are going to do. So anything can happen. I just
Anything
say.
can happen.
And Telangana people, they understand that the BJP and the BRS, the local government is same here. That's why they thought the BJP is equal opposition here. And they try to vote. But once the people understood that the BJP and BRS are same, the principal opposition shifted to Congress. And that's how Congress formed the government. Because the people of Telangana here don't...
So what is the slander politics that the Congress party does?
Regarding the corruption of the
Let her finish. Mr. Kumar, let her finish. I'll come to you next.
Government, within 100 days, we have... On 6 guarantees, we have done 5 guarantees.
Oh,
so people of Telangana here believe in the Congress government and we are going to form the government.
Okay, all right, Mr. Kumar.
Soon there's going to be soon there's
you're going to have India shining moment.
After the election, you please listen. After the election, soon there's going to be another revolution in Telangana against the Congress party. What Madam is telling about 6 guarantee schemes, would you please let us know what are the 6 guarantee schemes that are being implemented? Have you waived off the farmers' loans? Have you waived off the farmers' loans? Have you given the jobs to the people who have sacrificed their lives for the Telangana? Who told 200 units of free current has been given? Still, there is no current being given. There is no current being given. Earlier we had continuous current. Today we don't have any current. Today we don't have any. We have power fluctuations. We have water problem today in Telangana.
Let him finish. Dr. Girija, let him finish. Dr. Girija, let him finish. Hold on. Dr. Girija, let him finish. Let him finish, I said. Let him finish. I don't want to mute you. Dr. Girija, I don't want to mute you. Let him finish, please. He allowed you the time to speak. Show the same courtesy. Go on, Mr. Kumar.
The Congress party has not fulfilled the 6 guarantee schemes. They have bluffed the people, they have fooled the people, and they have done a slander politics in the Telangana Assembly election that the Bharatiya Janata Party and the BRS are one in same and they are hand in hand. And now, when Kavita has been, Kalvakuntla Kavita,
why did you arrest her before?
No, you please listen.
Dr. Girija,
you should have patience to listen.
Dr. Girija, can we please meet Dr. Girija? Can we please meet?
Why are you so impatient? Why are you so impatient? Like Rahul Gandhi ji. Why are you so impatient?
Go on, Mr. Kumar. She's muted.
No. What I tell is, earlier they were behind us. Why is that the Bharatiya Janata Party not arresting Kavita in liquor scam? We always told the ED is going to do its own work in style, will never interfere, and the government will not pressurize it. And as the ED had got all the evidence, etc., today when Kavita has been arrested, the same Congress party tells that this is an election stunt. So I would ask, when we have not arrested, they claim that Bharatiya Janata Party and BRS are together, and today when the ED is arresting her and they tell it is an election stunt. See, they try to slander on Bharatiya Janata Party one or the other way and try to get the vote share. This is what they have done in 2023 elections of Telangana. Bharatiya Janata Party was going good due to some factors. They could take a good narrative that Bharatiya Janata Party and BRS are together. Now I would ask a question even to Girija Garu that Congress party has not won even a single election from 2018, and all of a sudden in 2023, as a miracle, they have come into power. Okay, we'll accept it. It's a public mandate. We'll definitely accept. And she tells.
Okay, I want Rajalakshmi to come in now.
Last point. I will complete in 5 seconds.
Quickly, please.
I would tell. Say here she tells we have only 8 MLAs. Now I would tell. Your party in center has 40 plus seats. How would you come into power and how would you come into your Rahul Gandhi would become prime minister? When you are degrading us, the same thing applies to you. So one has to understand the things will change and the kind of election is different. You have to understand the stature of election. It is the son of the Bharat, that is Modi ji, and the Italian son Papuji.
Okay, all right. Let Rajalakshmi respond, weigh into the argument that we just had ensued between Dr. Girija Shetkar and Mr. Kumar. Rajalakshmi, it's not very easy to predict what's going to happen, but obviously there is gravitas that has shifted towards the Bharatiya Janata Party in the last few days, last few months. It's very important to acknowledge that the Congress too has made inroads. Rahul Gandhi's yatras have made an impact. Is that in any way a threat to the Bharatiya Janata Party? Has that been taken for granted? Is that something that the BJP has slipped under the carpet and it perhaps is going to bite them like a thorn under their heel?
Vineet, I will just, one line I would like to repeat is, the Bharatiya Janata Party has never taken anything for granted. That is something that, that is a consistent thing. And, another thing that I would like to remind you is that the current CM of Telangana, the Congress CM of Telangana, Mr. Revant Reddy, you know what he has said? He wants to make his state, he wants to develop it on the lines of the Gujarat model. That is how much he reveres PM Modi, and he has very publicly said that he is getting a lot of cooperation from the center, and that everything is fine and things are running smooth only because of the cooperation from the center, and that he has absolutely no problems with it. So I think that speaks a lot about the center and how it treats the other states and even in the non-BJP ruled states. And now coming to the vote percentage and the increase in the number of seats, let me just remind you that there has been a constant decline in the number of seats and the vote percentage of the Congress. And whereas in the BJP, whatever dismal number you may see right now, it's an increase. It's consistently increasing. Whatever number you can see, it is increasing consistently over the last 3 elections, in the last 3 Lok Sabha elections also, and in the Vidhan Sabha elections also. From being nowhere in the picture in Telangana, it has come up to whatever it is right now. So just imagine that, and just in the last Lok Sabha elections, even though the BJP had very frankly a lower vote percentage than the Congress, they did win a larger number of seats. They won 4 seats, whereas the Congress won only 3. So for that, I would say that yes, I do agree with what Syed Abbas, my friend, he was saying that yes, you can't just go on the vote percentage also. All these numbers also amount to nothing if the people don't believe in the local candidate, if they don't believe in the local leadership.
Let Dr. Girija Shetkar respond now. She's finally heard out everyone patiently. Go on, Dr. Girija.
I'm not spoken, my dear friend. Can I make a quick
I'll come
point,
to you.
sir?
I'll wrap up with you.
Okay.
We'll end with a
Okay.
bang with your statements.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Dr. Girija? We can't hear you. Please unmute yourself.
You have muted me.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you should unmute.
for a reason. For a valid reason. Go on.
Because I'm the only person who is talking with the government according to the Congress, and everybody is either the neutral or pro BJP, so I can understand why you're doing that very clearly.
No.
So, see, as in Karnataka, there's only 40% of vote share, and it has retained, but not the seats. But in Telangana, it's quite different. It's very far from reaching even 20% of the vote share here. And they have not done anything. And the Modi ki guarantee, what is Modi's guarantee? They just keep saying Modi ki guarantee everywhere. And we don't know what's that guarantee also. And nobody is competing with Gujarat. What are we competing against? To have the highest malnutrition in the country? No.
You want
Telangana is
to
doing
follow Gujarat.
great in
You're not
all the health
competing.
scores.
You want to
Telangana is
follow the
doing
Gujarat
great
model.
in the health scores. And we don't want to compete with Gujarat in anything. And we
No
all know how
competition,
the
you want to
ED,
follow
we
the
all know
Gujarat
how the
model.
ED is working. We know all how the ED is working, what they're doing with Kavita or anything. We go there and then they give this electoral bonds to BJP and they're set free. We know how it is an extortion mafia that the BJP government is doing, and how the election commission has resigned just few days
Can I
before
come
the
in
election
here?
is begun. So they just
One
want
second,
to
let her finish.
They want to hijack this democracy, and they're trying to do this. And that is what Rahul Gandhi and Congress president, everybody is against in protection democracy. Probably we are not doing the propaganda as well as the BJP, but we still have time and we'll do our best.
All right. Rajalakshmi, go on. Quickly, please. Then we have Dr. Abbas to sign off with.
Vinny, this thing about the electoral bonds, that is amusing because, supposedly all these people were feeling extorted and that is why they donated to the BJP. Now, I am wondering what the Congress did and what the other parties did for them to be donating to the Congress also in such huge numbers. So that it is, and the Congress, even though it is a dismal 42 seats and 52 seats in the last few Lok Sabha elections,
Lok Sabha
even
election.
then the people are donating to the Congress. I mean, that is strange and amusing. So what did the Congress do to achieve all this kind of donations, and what did the
And
rest
they
of the
got
Indian
10%
partners do?
equal to all the local
How
bodies
did
like
they? How
BRS,
did
not
they
40%.
force? I mean,
Not
if
40% of electoral bonds like
if
BJP. It's just
if
10%
if
of the electoral bond shares.
if that
And why
is
did-
All
why
right,
did
we've run out
like
of
the
time.
con-
Dr. Abbas,
why
10
did
seconds
change
to
the
you. We've run out of time.
constitution?
Dr. Abbas, 10
I won't
seconds
make
to
the
you.
last point.
Dr.
Yes, sir.
Abbas.
I think हमारे बड़े भाई जो हैं वरिष्ठ साहब आशुतोष शर्मा, very beautifully inscribed a shairi during the show to talk about the elections. I'd like to just complete to that. Very important, very pertinent, and it's very relatable and applicable to today's times. आशुतोष साहब फरमा रहे थे कि हम तो जानते हैं जन्नत की हकीकत, लेकिन दिल के बहलाने के लिए गालिब ये ख्याल अच्छा है. बिल्कुल आशुतोष शर्मा साहब, आपकी बात सही है. हर पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, एवरी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी विनीत साहब would want the best for them. But
Okay.
the right way ahead for the India alliance would be one more share of Ghalib, which is very applicable in the political times. It goes something like this. इरशाद है जनाब, आदाब है, रमजान का महीना है और आपके शो पे हमने इफ्तियारी की है इसी शेर के साथ. उम्र भर गालिब यही भूल करता रहा, भूल चेहरे पे थी आईना साफ करता
All
रहा.
right, okay. All right, thank you for that poetic sign off. Unfortunately, we can't accommodate any more comments. We've run out of time. Let's in fact listen into some key issues and how people have responded to them in Telangana.
I want Congress to win.
Keeping in mind and voting this time?
Education, poor people, needs of poor people, poverty and all.
Where do you feel that the current government needs to do changes?
Secularism.
5 years of BJP government been so far?
Secularism and freedom for all. Like, he divides basis on caste and all, no? They should not be there.
मुसलमान के लिए करेंगे हम लोग तो कांग्रेस मुसलमान का साथ दे रही. मुसलमानों का बहुत सारा फायदा है. कांग्रेस आई तो आगे भी रहेगा. अभी हैदराबाद में देखो मुसलमानों का बहुत सारा फायदा है. बसा फ्री हुए, लाइट के बिल फ्री हुए, ओल्ड सिटी में डेवलपमेंट हो रहा. आगे जाके बीजेपी रहेंगी तो और परेशान होंगे मुसलमान. ये लोग हर चीज़ में प्रॉब्लम करेंगे. बीजेपी आरएसएस वाले.
अभी 2000 इलेक्शन तो कांग्रेस पार्टी तो तेलंगाना में कांग्रेस जीती, बहुत अच्छा काम कर रही है. अभी तो आमिल 6 आमिल थे, 6 आमिल तो 4 आमिल तो ओके कर दिए. अभी लोकसभा इलेक्शन में क्या है, अभी तो देखो कांग्रेस आएंगी.
डेवलपमेंट तो क्या इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे डेवलपमेंट हुआ है. ऐसे नहीं वो कहूँगा कि कुछ डेवलपमेंट नहीं हुआ है. इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे जैसे मेट्रो लाइंस में डेवलपमेंट हुआ है, कॉरपोरेट्स में डेवलपमेंट हुआ है, हेल्थ सेक्टर में भी हुआ है. बट जो ग्राउंड लेवल पे जो पब्लिक है उन्हें जो बेनिफिट्स नहीं मिल रहे. जैसे कि इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में डेवलपमेंट हुआ है, उसका जो बेनिफिट जो जा रहा है वो सब अडानी को ही जा रहा है. इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर जैसे कि पोर्ट्स है और एयरपोर्ट्स है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है, पर ज़्यादातर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट जो अडानी को ही मिल रहे हैं या अंबानी को ही. पर जो ग्राउंड लेवल पे पब्लिक को ज़्यादा उसका बेनिफिट अभी तक नहीं मिला. जैसे कि कांग्रेस की सरकार जब थी, जब पब्लिक लेवल पे बेनिफिट्स मिलते थे, जैसे कि हेल्थ के रिलेटेड बोलो, स्कीम्स थे, राशन वगैरह कांग्रेस की सरकार के वक्त मिलता था, जो अभी ग्राउंड लेवल पे इतना नहीं मिल रहा है बीजेपी की सरकार में.
बीजेपी तो आना पार्टी इम्पॉसिबल है हैदराबाद में, तेलंगाना में. जहाँ तक है इंडिया में तो अब के राहुल गांधी जाने वाले कैसा भी. क्यों बोले तो जो कांग्रेस का हमदर्दी एक अलग है, किसानों के साथ, उनके साथ, सबके साथ भाईचारा बनाती है, तो कांग्रेस ये पार्टी है. तेलंगाना में भी जैसा कि टीआरएस आ रही बोले, एंड टाइम पे सिस्टम चेंज हो गया, कांग्रेस रेवंत रेड्डी अन्ना आ गए.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.